So we have a situation here where we have two formulas that look identical, and we're told that A does not equal B, and we're looking for the value of A plus B. Well, if we take either of these formulas, so let's take formula 1, and we multiply A across to distribute it, so we get A times A plus A times 2, we'll get A squared plus 2A equals 24. Now, in a quadratic, we want to always bring all the variables, all of the information over to the left-hand side and set the entire thing equal to 0. So here we're going to have A squared plus 2A minus 24 equals 0. So all I've done is subtract 24 from both sides. Now, this value here is the addition of the two roots of a quadratic equation. So we would have A plus or minus something, A plus or minus something. And those two roots must be a positive and a negative value because they're going to multiply to give a negative number. And that wouldn't happen if we multiplied two negatives or two positives. So I have a positive and a negative, and the options are like 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 4 and 6, and we also missed 3 and 8. So as we're going through these, we are listing out a bunch of values that multiply to give negative 24 if one of them is positive and the other is negative. This part here tells me that they are 2 apart and that the one that has a plus sign in front of it is larger than the one that has a minus sign in front of it by a difference of 2. Because when we add them up, we'll get a difference of 2. And that must be this pair here. So we get plus 6 and minus 4. And this means that A itself would be equal to either positive 4 or negative 6. These are the roots that would set the equation equal to 0. And this is why we set the equation equal to 0 in the first place, is so that we can solve these roots. So the potential values for A are 4 and negative 6. These are also the potential values for B, since B has the same equation. And if we add these values together for the potential value of A and the potential value of B, or vice versa, we will get negative 2 as our answer. And looking at our answer choices, that gives us an answer choice of B. So if you have trouble with these type of quadratic equations, definitely practice them. There's a lot of good resources out there. Check out our videos, obviously, in the algebra section on how to approach simple quadratic equations like this. But this should be pretty straightforward. And the thing I focus on is, first of all, thinking about the factors of this number, and then which of them have a difference that looks like this, considering obviously the sign that occurs in front.